Going live. More cottage cheese and syrup. Oh my goodness.
Ugh.
Live. Welcome to Shusha Secret Time, everybody. I'm gonna pop up my chat here for a second because I
I'm
didn't do
still trying to get in the room, so I'm there. I'm there.
All right, this is a pre-warner, guys. We're having a little bit of sound issues. So if something wackadoo happens with sound, that's what's happening. We'll figure it out and everything will be fine. Welcome to Statistic Time. This is our little moment in time where we get on once a week to tell you guys the behind the scenes secrets of our lives and what's happening and all that jazz. We like to start this thing with a pattern. We have a way of doing things, and that is you guys are going to say hi in the chat, and then we're going to say hi back, and then we're going to start the show. So you're going to say hi in the chat. If you're new here, please don't just hang back. And then after that, you can stop chatting and treat this like the podcast that it probably really is. All right, guys, go say hi.
This thing is just being stupid now.
Chat?
Yeah, well, because now it won't let me zoom in on. Oh, I don't know. It doesn't matter. I can't make the chat any bigger, so my little eyeballs have got to work overtime.
You're gonna lean in like this to read it as we get through.
Okay, Doki. Hello, David Faith. How are you today? Luckily, my contacts are actually working in this moment. Let's see how long that lasts. They like I blink and then they just don't work anymore.
Yeah.
Unitless Constance. Howdy do. Snowflake Melter. Hello. Jack Boots. Howdy. Lockpicking Engineer. Good day, all. The time had changed on me. Oh, okay. Time changed. Yes, it did. We had time changes over here recently.
Oh yeah, That's our weird thing that we like to do is just collectively as a group.
Switch it up. Ed Keaton, howdy do. How are you doing today? Elizabeth Banu, hello. Hello. Scrolling. Blair's here. He's waving. Hi, Blair.
Hi, Blair.
Derek Ward, hello. How are you today? Desiree Gonzalez, hi-oh. A lot of I don't know. Desiree's name ends up because David talks a lot. And Desiree's name sometimes gets lost in because I don't know why. Like the avatars don't I don't notice them as much as I notice the first letter of the name. And once I get to D, and I'm like, oh, yep, done. Natalie and Tara was here. Hi. Ben Raythig, hi. I demand to start sending Natalie more cottage cheese and syrup. No.
Until you like it.
Denkar, hi. I'm not a big fan of either. So the combo didn't, sometimes you're not a big fan of either, and the combo then is like a positive. But I'm not a big fan of either, and the combination was not something I was happy about. Anyway, that was the end. That was it. I did it. I got all the way to the bottom. I don't know.
Cottage cheese and syrup thing. So back in the day, there's this thing called the Fit Girl Club or whatever, and they had these really fun recipe books that were like foods that you like, but they would like make them healthier. Like use cottage cheese instead of this. Anyways, I really like the recipes. And one of the things they do, I forget what the recipe was exactly, but they would use cottage cheese as the like replacer for like the cream cheese frosting or whatever, and put maple syrup in it and blend it up, and it was good.
See, that might be different because part of my issue was the flavor texture combo, because it was like sweet and like a sweet that you normally associate with warm things with cold that was then like that weird chunky.
Right. Oh, right.
And I was like, I can't handle it. I don't understand.
Yeah.
Because I don't want the cottage cheese warm. I don't want the syrup cold. And
I use it as like I would wind up making like a cream cheese frosting with cottage cheese and maple and vanilla and put that on top of like muffins or whatever. And it was really, really freaking good. So when you try that, I was like, oh, that makes sense because that's a thing I've been doing. Also, Desiree is saying lasagna used cottage cheese. My mom did all the time I was growing up. I never realized that was not how lasagna was supposed to be made. I thought it was supposed to be cottage cheese because to me that's
we made a dish the other night that had cottage cheese in it, but it ended up like at first it was called like it was sour cream and ground beef like casserole like type of thing, and I thought we were going to be making something more like a goulash, but then as it progressed I was like, oh, this is actually just more like a lasagna. Like the flavors ended up being 100% lasagna just with like rigatoni instead or something,
I'm crazy about cottage cheese. I'm very oddly particular. Like I've tried every cottage cheese brand that I can find to find my favorites because I'm just that like weirdly particular about certain dairy products. I don't know why. Ricotta. Yeah, ricotta is the thing you're supposed to use on lasagna. And I also didn't know I've really like been diving into like recipes and like relearning the things I thought I knew. So like lasagna was one of the ones I was like, well, what's proper Italian recipe for this? And I never knew you're supposed to put egg in the ricotta cheese and then put that in the lasagna, and that helps give it more structure. I think it like keeps it from. I was like, oh, this is why my cottage cheese is always, or my lasagna
Lasagna falls
is always
apart.
soupy and falls apart. I'm not doing this step, and sure enough, that's the thing that I was like mind blowing to me to learn that. I wonder if I could put the cottage cheese and the egg together in the same. I'm sure it's all the same thing. I used to detest cottage cheese. Now I can eat it, but I'm not going out of my way for it. I'm nuts
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah,
I'm
cottage cheese was like a every once in a while Justin will like go, "Do you want cottage cheese on that?" And I'm like, "Do
yeah.
I?"
Do you
Like
want
I don't like on your spaghetti and I'm like, I don't do I?" And he's
what?
like, "I'm doing it." And I'm like, "Well, then let's try it."
Let's do that. And it's such a high protein dairy product too, that like that's been the other. I didn't even realize that until like I've been like looking at health factors and stuff. Like cottage cheese has got a ton of protein. I don't know if it's great for keto. I think it's like 3 or
No, it
4.
is. That's one of the things that one that I
Okay.
made was key with was this morning. One of them was ricotta, cream cheese, tuna, and then some seasonings. And I was like, this is actually, it wasn't like my favorite thing, but I was like, this was probably really good for keto. Like,
Yeah. I
yeah,
think just diet friendly in general.
yeah.
Ed says my mom used to top her lasagna with sliced hard cooked eggs. I've never heard of that. That is fascinating. I still want to try that apple pie with a
With the
big slice
cheese.
of cheddar cheese on it. Yeah, I want to give that a go, but like I gotta get a slice of apple pie.
Yeah. First step, apple pie.
Apple pie. I don't need or want a whole apple pie in my life.
Yeah.
That may be the only way to get it. These things are. I already have like
Ooh, do a
3,000.
cheapo one from McDonald's.
Oh my God. Oh my God, that reminds me. So on our mutual account, someone sent us the original, one of the last remaining original McDonald's, which is out here in California, of course. And
Uh-huh.
I'm like, ooh, I want to, and they have like the deep fried pies. Apparently they don't serve it that way at other McDonald's. And now I want to go. Now I want to make a road trip to wherever California this is and
Huh.
go visit one of the last remaining old, because like everything is so old school. Like the menus, the prices of course are
Interesting.
not, but like the menus are still the same menus. They have like a little museum next door, and I really want to go.
I
Uh,
stopped on the way to in between Vegas and LA. I think it's in Barstow. I is it Barstow and Bakersfield considered. I think it's Barstow is
yeah.
like the original Del Taco, and the food is different. Like it's the same stuff, like the same menu items, but they're not the same. Like I got something and I was like, this is spicy. This is never spicy.
Oh
But
my God.
it was like it's all bragged about inside, you know. And I was like, oh, hey. No, I just stopping at a Del Taco. I did
I
not
feel like there's
know.
a world where like you make a Del Taco episode, I'll make a McDonald's episode, and we would do them back to back. That's like
Yeah.
compendium. Is that what I want? I don't think that's the word I want. I don't think that's what I'm looking for. But anyways, that's just a fun like the original fast food chain places. I want the original Taco Bell. Where's the first Taco Bell? Because the only fast food place that still gets me is Taco Bell.
Oh
Everything
yeah.
else, whatever. I don't have an affinity for
Del
like,
Taco's my Taco Bell though, like because I like the chicken soft tacos. That I mean, that's my like go-to. Actually, when I was in Vegas this last time, I made a special trip to the Del Taco that I used to go to, and it's still the best chicken soft tacos you can get. Like it's different. I don't know, it hits different.
that specific one. Yeah. I'm still nuts about. I will always love bean burritos. Bean burritos with sour cream is gonna always be my jam. And strangely enough, Gizmo is obsessed with bean burritos. Like if I go to Taco Bell, I have to make sure I bring an extra bean burrito back for her because she will be on me like white on rice if I don't give her some or something. Like so I have to have an extra one set aside in case I
Yeah.
give it to her. And that way I can remember. Oh, that's right. I forgot. I'm supposed to give you Taco Bell. Spoiled freaking cat. She's so spoiled. She got sushi the other day too. I was making homemade sushi with just like a big cut of salmon and I wound up cutting her little pieces off. Spoiled little brat. Del Taco bought Nogales. and took their stores over?
I'll go Noggles probably.
Noggles? I've
I
never
don't know
heard.
Noggles. You know what? Okay, so I drove yesterday up to Nowhere Land, Utah, 5 hours from here. And along the way, I went through like 3 towns that were not even one horse towns. They were like one goat towns.
One goat, a half a horse. We don't know how.
They're using it to pull their carts, but there's no horses at all even.
Yeah.
And in each of them, and I had never seen this anywhere else, and I don't understand, in each of them, they had tandem Dollar Tree Family Dollar stores. So like in the same building with the separate awnings for each side. And I don't know if it's just one big store, but I saw it in each, and didn't one of them just went out of business. So just like, first of all, like I was like, did they like buy one and then they wanted to keep the branding up? And I'm like, I don't think anybody is brand loyal to any of the dollar stores. Like you're like, I just want dollar stuff.
Yeah. So I will say to that point, the 99-cent store out here is not the same as the Dollar Tree.
Right.
Outside of town. Like, not that I've gone to that Dollar Tree, but like I see videos about the Dollar Tree. I'm like, you're getting that item at the Dollar Tree? Like,
well, okay, but that's the other thing is things in LA are completely different than outside of LA.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, in the 99-cent stores. And yeah, like, I mean, and they've changed over the last couple of years. Yeah. The 99-cent store that was over by the Target by your house, well, not by your house, but you know, in Hollywood, that used to be like my go-to for buying props for a drinking game. Like I was going to make stuff, and it just does not have.
I used to get all of my like little battery powered candles there, like little bitty candle there. They don't have them anymore. Like I don't know.
And then Dollar Tree's different anyway, because Dollar Tree doesn't have just is it Dollar Tree? Family Dollar is different. Family Dollar is like, yeah, part of it's a dollar store, and the other part of it is like, do you want this for $5?
Yeah.
Although 99-cent stores like that too now.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the Dollar Tree game is a very different. Like they're bringing just different. I don't know. I like watching those videos because I like watching how people like creatively repurpose the dot. I'm like, oh, I didn't think about using that towel rack to become a whatever it is, or they like, you know, like screw it in upside down to something, and now we're holding plants with it. I'm like,
but it's also like it's completely, you know, regional, not even regional. Like I would have to when I was like, oh, I bet I can get that at the dollar store when I needed, you know, 17 or what I'm making goodie bags. So I need 20 pairs of wings and I need whatever, you know, like type of thing. It'd be something that I'm like, I know I've seen this at a dollar store. I know I've seen this, you know, and now I'm going from dollar store to dollar store and nothing's the same in each one of them. And so it's like, I don't know. It's like this box got sent to them. This box got sent to them. What can we get for, you know, $10 for 400 and sell them all for $1.25 now?
Yeah, it's like it's definitely the dice roll of the dollar store you pick at, and even that week of like, oh, this is the thing that company created because the coloring on the box is quite right.
It's so like you can go a million times and there always be dollar little Barbie doll type things. And then the week that you need dollar Barbie doll things, there's none. And you're like, what happened? Was it felt a few weeks ago? The whole town was out of felt. And I was like, I swear you can get felt at the dollar store or poster board. Poster board is one that you can always get at the dollar store. And then there's just no poster board. There's not even a place for the poster board. And I'm like,
I wonder if there's like some school related thing that's happening that's like using a poster board and felt. Like it's the science fair. All the schools are doing science fair at the same time. Like, you know, kind of like spring break all happens at the same time. So like Universal.
Oh yeah, I know what happened was that it was all the red felt was gone because Valentine's was around the corner. So there was some project.
Yeah. So like poster board all goes out because it's science fair time. Everyone's gonna make their backdrop for their science fair, like the thing that goes behind or the poster. I remember like doing some project on poster board for like Greek mythology, and so everyone, you know, I'm sure we cleaned out that whatever Kmart, Target, whatever was there. My whole school cleaned out the Target's worth of poster board in one go. Like, oh, it's a run-on poster board. It's Greek week in
I'm sure I've been responsible for that at dollar stores too. They're like, man, we sell a lot of whistles.
Yeah,
we should restock whistles again.
They're real popular. We sold 50 whistles this week. I wonder why.
Wow, there was a run on dog toys. this neighborhood really likes dog toy. No.
Yeah, they're really into dog toys for this week and this week only.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then they stock it and they're like, I'm just screwing up everybody's like algorithms.
like one person screws up the whole entire jam.
Yeah, that's me.
A little bit of business time. This week no episodes coming out. So our next episode will come out next week, and it's going to be an adventure episode. So tune in for that. Let's see what else. We have exciting news. We are in a new festival. We'll tell you more when we're allowed to announce it officially, but just know that social anxiety is still going.
That one is the last one.
Is that the last one? Okay.
Yeah,
I was surprised by it. I was like, I like answered the phone and they asked for Jason, and I'm like, Jason does not work at the like I explained,
Jason doesn't work at this company.
How can I help you? I'm Tara. I'm one of the producers here. And they're like, oh, well, I was like, oh, I'm sorry. Forgive my snarky tone. I'm just so sick of Jason being the center of freaking attention. It's really humorous.
This one's the last one. These two last ones, like I knew were super stretchy, but they were Utah ones. Like I knew we were already going to be launched.
So we'll
make it or we don't.
The May, that one, the new one that we can't tell you quite yet is May. So we'll have an opportunity in May. And then coming up next week. Yes, next week is Desertscape.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
You're doing great.
I'm completing so many festivals now. Like my brain is starting to kind of like remove from that category, and I'm on to like turns out thoughts and like other stuff. So my brain, like Miss Brown got into another film festival, and I like have to keep reminding myself that it's happened. Like, that's right.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Sarasota. So over in Florida. So specifically because that's where Christina, the director, is from. So she wanted town. So yeah, so super exciting. But I keep forgetting it even happened because my brain for that, like I already got paid out for the festival run. I already all my little buttons are done. And so I keep forgetting, like, that's right. There's more still out there that I'm still like, we need to get them. That's right. Right. My brain has just already moved on to like the next round of stuff.
The next thing, yeah.
I remember that time Jason won the fantasy football season. About David? I don't know that.
No, we're talking about.
I don't recall. Kmart's in Australia. Now I'm going to go to Australia and check out their Kmart's. Hi everyone. It's time for the book fair next week. So I'll listen into the live stream while I eat lunch. You bet, Earbuck. Book fair. When you have a moment, Earbuck, I want to hear about what your book fair is like. I remember book fairs for kids at my school was my favorite time of the like year because they give you the little very thin paper. Did you do this? The very thin paper order form, and you get to select oh my gosh, I would pour over that.
Oh, I don't remember pre-ordering anything.
Yeah, they had like a little pre-order.
Yeah, I remember it being that like these were the things that were going to be available.
Oh, ours had like little boxes you could check, and they would like put your little order together if you wanted to pre-purchase, so your parents could pay ahead of time, I guess.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Pour over those that little thin paper book. I think if you sent me one to me now, I would sit here and do the exact same thing for like an hour. Like just look at all the books and the pencils and such that you could purchase. Greg Phillips, thank you. Your earlier clock change screws my mojo up every year. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna screw things up in the future. We're gonna shift times.
Yeah, just you wait.
Just so you guys know, there's some juggling happening back here. We're not doing it. We said we were gonna do it. We haven't done it.
We put the seed in our brains, and we just set the item on the counter and then walked away to see if we want to purchase it later. That's what we did.
It's in the cart.
Yeah, it's in the cards. Book fair in LA is big. There's an LA book fair? I need to go to that. Here in LA. Okay, Brian, tell me more about the book fair in LA because now I want to go do that. I know that libraries here sell books when they're done with them, when they want to like clear out.
When they're done with them. I'm done with this book. Yeah. No one else wants it. It hasn't been checked out in 7 years.
Have too many
gathering dust
or whatever book. Not Steven Spielberg. The other one, the guy who writes horror movies or horror books that become bad movies.
Stephen King.
We have enough of this Stephen King book. We need to cull this collection.
King is taking up 12 rows. We need to get rid of some of these.
We need to get rid of these 25 copies of the Langoliers. The new time change up screws up my sleep too. Yeah, I can't deal with life when
I saw a post the other day and I just went on this tangent with Justin. It was someone saying everybody who complains about the time change acts like they've never gypped themselves an hour of sleep.
right.
Like, come on. Like,
No.
yes, like the sun goes up at a different time. Like, you can't adjust. You are like, what kind of human are you? Like, we adjust to things like, oh, my schedule changed. I don't like, and you and I have no schedule whatsoever.
Right.
So
Well,
it's like, I understand someone who gets up every day at 6 o'clock
right.
and blah, blah. I'm like, oh, it's still dark. It's bothering me for a week until it's not dark anymore.
Yeah, the stuff that screws for me is that like I'm more of an afternoon person than a morning person. So the sun going down earlier does screw up my shit. I can't go, I have to like now I have to be more mindful of when I go for walks, when I'm gonna do the gardening, when I'm gonna film anything. Like it does the time
Yeah.
change. Like, this version of time change I like. I'm like, oh yes, I get
Right.
sunlight longer. And it makes a huge difference to my like, okay, now I can go for walks. Now I can fit more things into my day than I could during the winter because not only are the days longer, because that's just how winter works,
I
but
would say
also
I think that's the bigger, I think people attribute a lot more to the time change
yeah.
than they do the actual length of the day. Like
Mhm.
that, like if even if we got rid of it, your length of day would shift like here, the sun stays up until 9 p.m. during the summer. Like
Right.
we just
Okay.
have like,
Yeah.
and I mean like full-fledged sun. Like
Yeah.
not like, oh, we're doing last light.
That's what
No,
yeah.
it's like the sun is still in the sky at 9 o'clock.
So for me, like the time thingy screws my jam when now I'm happy. I'm happy again because now I
Yeah.
get to go, I have more time to go do the things I need to do that are daytime.
Yeah.
Because going for a walk in LA is absolutely a daytime dependent. So I wind up going for so many fewer. I'm killing it in the walk department right now
Right.
because I've got like all this time. I can actually like last minute fit in my walk. Whereas like during the winter, I'm like, well, I guess this is the 15th day in a row that I'm not leaving my house in time to go for a walk because it's now dangerous to do that by
But for
myself.
right now, I'm actually not waking up as early because the sun's not coming out.
Oh, uh-huh.
Like, so it is like if my alarm's set for 7, the sun's not out yet.
Yeah.
Like, whereas I mean, I personally, if all things being equal, I will wake up with the sun every day.
Right.
So, and that will move down. The sun's going to, like, but it is like, okay, well, right now my day doesn't start until 8 o'clock now, you know.
Well, I mean, the other real thing that's screwing with my internal clock is that I'm now staying up till 3 a.m. again. So that's a bigger complication than the time change. That's the
Right.
big issue is that like now I'm not getting up at 7 o'clock in the morning. Except I'm not waking up and waking up. I'm waking up and it's like 45 minutes later I can form a sentence.
Yeah.
Like when I was going to bed at like 10 o'clock at night every night and had a schedule. And it's not even just that like one time I stay up late. It's I'm consistently like 3 a.m. now, 10 a.m., 10 p.m. now, 2 a.m. this time, 11 this time. When I was being consistent, I was actually able to wake up the first time my alarm went off, not the 27th time my alarm went off, which is now the life I'm living again. And
Yeah.
I dislike that quality about myself that I can't hear the alarm clock in my sleep and just wake up. And I'm realizing it's because I have no pattern to my sleeping whatsoever. We don't need.
I needed to wake up yesterday to go on that adventure. We had to leave by 7, so I had to get up and get ready. But like I woke up at like 4:30. I was like, I can't sleep anymore. Like it was just like, okay, because I kept thinking the alarm's gonna go off and I'm gonna sleep through it or whatever, because it was set for 5. I think I was thinking 5:30 or something. And so I was like, nope, 4:30. I'm just not tired anymore. That's it. I'm awake.
I miss that my St. Patrick's Day. Not that it was really hard. It did really wear me out. Nothing bad happened to me on St. Patrick's Day bartending, guys. I'm shocked. Like one that politely asked to leave because it was like, you've had enough. Your friends should take you home, kind of a thing. Nothing happened. I'm amazed. We got through St. Patrick's Day and it was like busy and I was really tired and I didn't get out of there until like 3:30, which is like a normal bartending leaving time. But like, yeah, nothing. The next day I was exhausted, but no big deal. But it still screwed me up for 2 days. I was still like so tired for 2 days because I am just not the same bouncy backy person that I used to be.
Yeah.
What is CXL? California decided
Cancel.
cancel. Thank you. time change because that'd be a 4-hour time difference with New York. Oh yeah, business reasons.
Yeah, it's like the whole nation has to do it, or
yeah, no, I get it. Richard, thanks a lot. I'm sure it's not actually his fault, Benjamin Franklin. I'm sure that historically it's somebody else's fault, really. I'm sure we've all been given the wrong history. Anyways, you do not
I'm sure it served its purpose at a time, like, actually did.
No,
like,
I'm sure it was actually incredibly important and helpful at the time that they did it and needed it. I'm sure. I feel positive about that. Anyways, I would like to discuss snacks now because that's my major focus in life. Like the snack situation. There's one that I got put on my video that I think, unless your list is too long, because I know you've been doing the weird food combos, TikToks, right? And you have a long list of stuff that you want to try.
yeah.
Or not that you want to try. There was one that someone put on my video that was like, no, that's a Natalie one. There's one that fit my camp. There's one that was for your camp. And I think it was like macaroni and cheese and something. And I can't.
Oh yeah, I saw that. It was like an A1 or something. It wasn't A1. It was,
no,
it
I
wasn't
think
A1, was it?
sauce. I think it's just steak sauce.
A steak sauce?
Yeah. Like that sounds amazing.
I love macaroni and cheese with barbecue sauce.
No, yeah. Like whenever it like kind of wanders over on the plate, and you're like, "Ooh, look, you're together now."
Oh no, we used to like you do like buffalo wings in your macaroni and cheese, and you do like a lot of people do like hot sauce, but I always did barbecue.
Oh yeah, Frank's and the macaroni and cheese sounds amazing. I'm about to open TikTok. I'm turning the volume down. Okay, we're good. I hate that I need to go in and figure out how to turn off the like automatic.
Mine, it worked. I did it. There was an option for it recommended it to me because I always am turning it down when I open it. Yeah, there's an option to open on mute. And I was like, yeah,
duh. Like
duh.
It seem offered me one time and I missed the opportunity to say
oh, now it's over. No,
and
how
can
I find
I'll
it?
never see it again. And now I'm just forced to listen to TikTok every time it opens. The worst.
I always am hitting the profile button as quick as possible.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And that's what
and then it normally, except for now that there's ads, that like when you open up TikTok, the first thing's an ad that you have to swipe out.
Yeah, it's always an ad. I'm always like,
that's the only one. This is interesting. I think I can't tell if this is a street sweeper or what this guy is. I don't see any like spinny things underneath, but it's the first time we don't have street sweeping up here. I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with all the snow recently. And like at the end of the year, they salt the ground. Or I don't know what's happening. And it looks like he might be cleaning. What?
We need like a Natalie window cam because you often look out the window. So we need like we can switch to the Natalie.
Flip it around and you can see the sky because it's mostly just clouds. But yeah, I don't know, this truck going by really quiet. I mean, really slow, really loud, but he has no sweeper thing, but the ground's wet underneath him. So what's he just spraying it? Why? Don't understand.
Peanut butter and jelly chicken wings. Apparently that's going. I have no idea. I've not seen a single thing about that. Are you just putting peanut butter and jelly on top of dry chicken wings? Like that's weird. I saw a YouTuber, I saw a YouTuber the other day ranting the other day about how good scrambled eggs and honey is. Sounds yuck to me, but he insists it's good. My dad loves to make French toast for all the kids when all the grandkids are over and all of us are home. It's his thing. He loves to make breakfast. And then he'll take the leftover batter and still cook those into scrambled eggs. So it's got cinnamon and honey and stuff in it. And I don't know if this is correct. He calls it Jamaican eggs. I don't know if that's a real thing. Do not quote. My dad makes things up. He makes things up. He'll mishears things. He doesn't know the right words. So he calls them Jamaican eggs. He's like, oh yeah, they have that in Jamaica. I'm like, I don't think that's true, Dad. Just so you know, I don't think that's true. But that's what he calls them. But they're really good. They're like really. I mean, they're sweet, of course, and kind of like, but like weirdly delicious. Like,
well, so the only thing that like makes me think of is McGriddles.
Okay.
And there's egg in a McGriddle, and that's got that sweet pancake thing. So like maybe, but there's a lot of other flavors going on there. So
I've never had a McGriddle.
Really?
No, I don't think I have.
Yeah, like instead of like, I mean, it's just the egg, you can do egg, ham, cheese or whatever, but then like the bread on it is like a pancake with syrup in it.
Oh. Does that still exist, or is it one of those things that they bring around every once in a while? Maybe I have to go
do it. It's been around forever. I know it was never limited time. It's been an always.
Like, like the McRib is like
no, it's when it came out, it never went away.
anytime there's like a Mick whatever, I'm like, yeah, it's a limited time, whatever. And I know
Oh yeah.
McDonald's often to really consider it. So like for me, I'm like, whatever. Well, maybe I'll have to go over and get myself a McGriddle because I've
I
never.
think they're good. I mean, for
Okay.
McDonald's breakfast, you know.
Oh, I have been alive for 42 years, and this is my video.
Well, the one you did the other day of Cheez-Its and peanut butter, and you were like, I've never heard of cheese and peanut
Never.
butter cracker. You know those they have those little skinny packages that are like they've got the cheese peanut butter. I mean there's ones that
Oh,
are orange. Those are cheese peanut butter
I
cheese.
never ate those growing up. I only ever wanted the cheese ones because I never liked peanut butter growing up. So I
Yeah,
never.
I mean they taste weird. It's very processed,
Okay.
you know. But yes, I was like, what do you mean you never had peanut butter and cheese
Oh
crackers?
no, I've
They're
never
the
had
good
that.
ones. They're
'Cause I
better than the
growing
other
up,
crackers.
growing up, I associated peanut butter with being punished because I think we talked about this last week,
Mm,
right? We're
no,
like,
not last week, but you've told me.
okay, yeah. So so to refresh it for anybody who might not know why I would associate peanut butter with punishment. In my school, in my elementary school, if you forgot your lunch, they would give you a free peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So and it always happened, you always forgot your lunch when it was your lunch or your lunch money on pizza day. So everyone else is eating the cool pizza that week and you're eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And it was some weird stigma too with the kids in my school. Like it was embarrassing to be the person having to have your peanut butter and jelly. Like I
Getting
don't
the free lunch, yeah.
suck. Kids suck is what I'm gonna say. So peanut butter, the only time I ever had peanut butter was as a punishment or never. Because my dad would take the peanut butter and dump honey in it. And so no one else could use the peanut butter in our house. So peanut butter was not a part of my staple diet ever. Peanut butter and Cheetos, gross. So for me, I always was like skipping peanut butter anything because I just
That's
didn't
really funny though.
like.
I mean, so like that makes, I mean, I completely understand why it mentally is a punishment, but
Yeah,
like really what you're describing is you forgot your thing and someone gave you a free thing.
being kind and
Like,
giving
yeah,
me
exactly. Like there's a program set up to be kind
program set up to
and they
be
just don't
kind,
understand that that's
but
going to be a
kids
punishment.
suck. So they make fun of you for being the person who has to like have the peanut butter and jelly sandwich while they eat their pizza sandwich. And I'm very forgetful. So this would happen to me, and I, of course, and lunchtime's a whole thing in my world. I brought weird things for lunch, like artichokes. So like I got made fun of a lot at lunchtime. It's a very
We
touchy
got made
subject.
fun of because we'd bring leftovers and we'd have our thermos and it would have spaghetti in it.
That's brilliant. I
But
think,
yeah, we loved it, but we would
yeah,
get made fun of
yeah, of course,
because it
of
meant you were
course.
poor. It meant you were poor if you were bringing leftovers,
Right. Yeah. That's ridiculous because
which is
leftovers
true.
are
We were poor.
leftovers are, that's why I would get leftover like pasta salad from the night before, which was delicious and amazing, but I got made fun of for bringing pasta salad and not.
Yeah,
I didn't
not
really
normal food.
I didn't bring sandwiches I just didn't have sandwiches growing up. So for me, my love of peanut butter didn't come till much later in life. Like it's definitely like adult years. Like 35 is probably when I learned to like peanut butter. I was like, oh, peanut butter's pretty good. I still like sunflower seed
I
butter,
understand. I
but and
understand the praise.
now I'm like, what else can I put peanut butter in? Like those little peanut butter stuffed pretzels. I love those things now. Like those are good snackings, especially when
I bought the other day, and we keep forgetting that they're in the freezer. Um, they're Reese's peanut butter cups that have banana in the center, and they're frozen. And I keep forgetting they're in there, but it's because I'm not going to have it until dessert. But I keep
right.
forgetting about them, and every time I open that freezer, I'm like, oh, that's right. Gotta have that Reese's. What's going to happen is I'm going to go to eat one, and they're going to be all gone because Justin like inhales them overnight or something.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
He would do that. He's
100%.
like, well, in his head, he's like, we can just go buy more. I'm like, but
No, but not, it's
don't
not,
understand.
no. I get your logic, sir, but your logic isn't working for me. My McJob was also a limited time item, David. Oh my God, you're so funny. Just 5 cents for a carton of milk. So a quarter a week. Oh man. I think
Who's old enough to remember the paper straws we had to drink our milk through? 2 sucks in the straw. Well, I mean, we have paper straws in LA, and I can
back
vouch for
that.
the fact that they're terrible. But we
Yeah.
never had paper straws with our milk. Our milk was in a paper carton.
Yeah, you just opened it the right
You
way.
open it, and like the carton was falling apart into your mouth. But
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
we didn't have straws.
My school lunch in the UK was peanut butter and banana sandwiches. Yeah, that's my dad's like favorite thing. Peanut butter and bananas. Absolute favorite thing. Do you both prefer smooth or crunchy peanut butter?
Smooth, 100%.
Depends on what I'm doing. Depends on what I'm doing.
because like peanut butter, so like I don't really like nuts in any way, shape, or form. Peanuts on an airplane are like the only time I like peanuts. So like that crunch in there, I don't, and really it's a texture thing. I don't like the crunch of nuts. It's like too givey. It's like this is why water chestnuts are the worst thing in the world. There's like weird give, crunch, no flavor problems happening that all lead to me wanting to vomit. But yeah, nuts pretty much it's I don't even know that I can't even tell you what a nut tastes like. I just don't like the experience. So I don't want it in my peanut butter.
Yeah, of course not. It depends on what I'm doing. Like if I'm gonna put it as a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, I do want the nuts because I like the texture. So
Yeah.
I like crunchy texture in there. But if I'm like, just putting it sunflower seed butter, I love smooth. Obviously, there isn't crunchy sunflower seed butter, but I love, I'm nuts for sunflower seed butter. But yeah, if I'm gonna put, like, a lot of times I dump, just like my dad, when I get halfway through a peanut butter jar, I dump cinnamon and honey into it and then mix it, and that I want smooth for that. It's really good. Like I take up the rest of the
Sounds good.
Oh my God, it makes this like kind of a weird textury paste. I want it to be like
Yeah.
really.
I think it sounds good, but I've also never been a big honey fan.
Okay.
I don't dislike honey. It's just never been like a preferred flavor. I don't know why.
Yeah, I also really don't like Jif. That's my other thing. Like I was looking at peanut butters the other day trying to buy one, and like all they had mostly Jif. They didn't have Peter Pan.
I couldn't tell you the difference in any of the peanut butters.
Yeah.
Like they all just taste like peanut butter to me.
Oh
Like
yeah.
I can.
There's just something. It's the same something. We were just talking about this.
Yeah.
Same something that's in Pillsbury dough, Jif peanut butter, Cheez-Its, and Goldfish. There's something there that like I just don't like. It's like a spore situation. It's not the item. There's a spore in there.
There's something that I am inhaling.
Yes, there's a spore in there, and I don't like it. And it's only on the back end of eating it that I'm like, there it is.
Yeah, I can't. I mean, I've never done like a side-by-side taste test of any of the peanut butters. Maybe I would be able to tell the difference, but and I think Jif is my go-to actually.
Okay, yeah.
No, Skippy, I think is probably. I don't know. I don't care. Whichever one is there. Like
I'm usually like whatever, like you're doing here, Ben. Whatever the thing is the cheapest is usually the thing I go to.
Yeah.
Except if the cheapest is Jif, then I'm like, okay, the next cheapest one.
Right.
The cheapest one was like some like smaller organic brand. I was like, I'm getting that one.
That is the thing is I won't go like because I don't like sunflower butter and stuff like I don't like anything with that gets oily. I don't want to ever have to mix it.
Yes, I hear you. Yeah,
like, no, these are actually that'll gross me out. Like that, like opening up that jar, and then I'm just like, I don't know if I can eat this. I get like weird about things like that.
Yeah.
What is it? Sour cream. Unless I open the sour cream, I don't think I can eat it. Like I need to know exactly when it got opened. I need to know how long it's been on the shelf. I need data.
Water is there. So the exact opposite. I want to know by mixing in that top layer of water in there. Jiffy in the UK was a bathroom cleaner. Oh, funny. That's really funny. Yeah, I think for me, like I don't like the peanut butters that don't have the oil on top because it kind of like what's wrong with your peanut butter is always my thought. Like why isn't there oil?
I used to be really weird about yogurt too. Like I didn't like fruit on the bottom yogurt.
Oh, fair.
Like it bothered me to have to mix that in there. And then because there's also like if you don't mix it quite right, you get a bite that's not good. Like and it's all just like jelly.
Yeah.
And oh gosh.
Oh yeah. That was my like go-to breakfast growing up. My mom, the first thing my mom taught me to do that was self-sufficiency was going to the fridge and opening the fridge by myself. And she put all the yogurts in a reachable place and then bringing her the yogurt so she could peel the top off from bed.
Oh,
wake up before her in the morning, go to the fridge and get my yogurt and get a spoon, and then bring it to the side of the bed. And she'd open up the thing for me and then she'd go back to sleep. Like my mom's like, what can I get off my plate to do?
Right. I don't have to get up and go get that.
Yeah. Cause I would get up so much earlier than she did. It's so funny. Peanut butter is oily like that. Yeah. I bought this recent peanut butter on a walk. I was out walking and stopped by the Smart and Final around the corner from my house. And like on the way home, I'm shaking the peanut butter to mix the oil in faster by the time I got home.
Yeah. I don't know. It's always just like if I open a peanut butter and there's oil on it, I'm just like,
I get it. It's such a pain to mix it too. It's so annoying. as peanut butter for night. Oh, I wait until my local Hy-Vee. I think I said that right. Has peanut butter for night. Yeah. Yeah, I feel that. And I also Costco brand peanut butter doesn't have the separation, but the peanut butter is so good. Does it have separation?
It's never lasted long enough to get separated.
No, it doesn't. It's the giant containers that never last long enough. But I use it that's my favorite one to cook with because it's the easiest one to mix into like making like Thai dressings.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's the best for that. I like Costco brand. I know for a fact that there's no additives in that way. It's a bit more money, but we get what you pay for. They're talking about the separation stuff. That's the additive. I guess there's something they do to make it not separate or something. Oh, we're 10 minutes away from joke corner already. That one fast. We're talking about
all we talked about was food.
And we could talk about food for like years, guys. Years, absolutely years. It's my favorite topic. Of course, I'm obsessed. The tool that reblends it. So, I've seen a little video about a tool that reblends it. Brian, why are you texting me while I'm on a live stream? He's texting me a site. This is hilarious. Brian's in the chat, but texting me separately to tell me something. This better not have sound when it opens up. Oh, the book fair. Thank you, Brian. Anyways, all right. 10 minute warning to joke corner. I did it. I got there.
Good job.
8-minute warning to joke corner. I'll take book theme jokes today. Book theme is our theme. Bonus points if you find me jokes about books. Go out to the internet. Go find some jokes. Bring them back. Apparently, my knitwear wins a trophy today. Actually, I'm meaning to ask you, is this one of yours?
No.
Oh, okay. I've been wearing it like it's going out of style the last like week. Like I've worn it every other day. And I'm like, is this one of Natalie's collection? I cannot remember.
I don't think so.
I lose track of which ones. Like my favorite work shirt that I always get compliments on is one of yours. Like I love wearing it because someone will always compliment my sweater when I wear it. It's one of my few long sleeve shirts that I have for work. Everything else I have is short sleeve, and I don't know why I did that to myself. It's like I wear it all the time. It's one of my faves. I was talking about grinding my own peanut butter. I figured as much. David. All right, so a little bit of a recap here. There won't be an episode coming out tomorrow. We will have an episode coming out next week. It's going to be a adventure, a Utah out in the world adventure Natalie went on. So
we went outside.
Yeah, we went outside this time, guys. That'll be coming up next week. We will shush might be just me next week. We might move it an hour early next week. We'll keep you guys posted. Natalie's going to be at the Desertscape Film Festival. So that's Thursday is the day that the film festival kicks off. So we're gonna look at the schedules and figure it out. We'll keep you guys posted on what we decide to do. And speaking of time changes, we might be changing lots of things, like the times that we go live. So stay tuned for that. We're kind of sussing out new schedules, new life. Everything is new. You never know. So we'll keep it flux. Everything's in flux. We're figuring out, just like with the new TikTok content and the new everything, we're figuring out a new life in this post.
David just asked if I sold my Canadian snack shirt. No, I didn't, but I never wear it because everyone knows that one. Like that's one of our most viewed videos. So I never wear it on the channel anymore. There's other ones that like blend into the background. But if I wear that one, immediately everyone goes, that's the Canadian snack shirt. I'm like, I don't wear the same clothes every day.
Non-filming Tara wears the same oversized sweater every day. Like my laundry is so like this is my favorite triple X. This is double X sweater from Target that I bought from the Goodwill for $5 that I wear every day when I'm doing housework or cleaning. That's what I live in. That's what the real me. That's what my life is.
That's who I really am.
Wearing other pretty tops is just for you guys. That's only being pretty.
Tara and I joke about like, I've got this long list of snacks to try, but I'm not going to do it again until I do my makeup. So like on the day I do my makeup and I get dressed, then I will film 5 snack videos.
Yes. Also just like health-wise, the day that I filmed a bunch of stuff in one day, guys, this is definitely how the sausage is made. I filmed a bunch of stuff in one day, which means I had to change shirts like 5 times or 6 times. But
I just did it 2 in each shirt.
okay,
Like, when it was TikTok stuff, I was like, F it.
Like, yeah, well, I'm getting more and more. You saw the video I posted yesterday, the response. I was like, I am in paint covered clothes with no makeup. I don't care. Moving on. But the thought process behind it was like, I don't want to eat this much sugar in a span in like a long. I'd rather just condense it down into one day, one sugar glut where I'm going to take one bite instead of eat the whole thing, because I'll wind up eating the whole thing if I do it.
Oh, I still eat the entire thing, which is the problem.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't help it. Like even the freaking the cream no, cottage cheese and syrup. Like I was like still taking bites after I was done filming. When I ate that popcorn and mustard, and then like I'm done afterwards, I'm going, why am I still eating? And now I'm getting popcorn and ranch, and now I'm just like all this food sitting here, and I'm like editing something, and I'm just still stuffing my face with crap that I don't even like. This is dumb.
Yeah, I'm a little bit better about like, I did a Pop-Tarts one that hasn't come out yet, because the problem is like every time I see a box of Pop-Tarts in a fun flavor, I buy it and then I don't eat it. It just sits in my cabinet for however long until I'm like, that's still there. So I built up a collection of 3 different Pop-Tart boxes. Like, why do I have all this? So I'm like, I'm just gonna make a video of all 3 just to get the ball rolling on eating them. But I was actually good, like, okay, you're gonna have to eat 3 different Pop-Tarts and these jelly beans and a bar of chocolate and Peeps all in one day. So why don't you take a bite or 2 and then set it down? And then if I like something, I still did like 3 more bites than I should have.
Right.
So I'm like buzzing by the time I'm done with all.
I was smart. I filmed 2 sandwich ones, and I only made half sandwiches because I was like, you will eat the whole thing, so don't make the entire sandwich. Not even about wasting it. It has nothing to do with that. It has to do with me seeing food and putting it in my mouth.
Yeah, it's more just I don't need to consume this much stuff. We're good. But I mean, well, and half the time that does become lunch. Like that is my like. Yeah. Whenever you see a snack video come out, that was Tara's lunch that day. So my lunch was Pop-Tarts, Peeps, jelly beans, chocolate, and something else all in one day. I was like, well, that's lunch. Or that banana mayo sandwich was my lunch that day because it actually was really good. I was like, oh, I just want to eat this. Like,
oh yeah, and my funny, I think it got cut from the thing. I was like, that's not enough banana. I was like, but it doesn't matter. I'm not eating this whole sandwich anyway. And then as I'm like on the very last bite, I was like, what the heck? I'm gonna make a second one.
I'm making another peanut butter and banana sandwich. Not peanut butter and banana, mayo and banana. That was so good. That was absolutely awesome. But it's wasting food. Nah, I mean, like at a certain point, sometimes I don't know. I'm on this. I have a really bad habit of eating everything on my plate, even though I'm full.
Yeah.
Now, I need to get over that. It's okay to waste food. You don't need to continue to eat. You are full. Stop that. And just save it. I saved the Pop-Tarts I didn't eat, all got saved and put into a bag to eat later. I'll eat them later. I just don't want to eat them right this second. Yeah. I'm full. Useless and there goes Useless Constance redacting. Yes. It's not an episode if he doesn't redact at least once. I currently have a huge crock pot full of chicken stock. I have a chicken carcass I still need to make into chicken stock. I gotta do that. All right, 1 minute warning to joke corner. 1 minute warning to joke corner. Oh, someone's at my door. I got a new doorbell so that I can stop missing the handyman when they come in. And it still lets me know. I bet you it's a package delivery. I'm sure it's Amazon. No eating the whole thing. That is a skill I do not have. Yeah, we both tend to.
I definitely like if there's a snack next to me, I will keep eating it until I'm sick. Like I have to go, like Justin will hand me something and I'm like, I need you to take this away from me. Yeah. Because I will continue to eat these chips if they sit here. Take them away. I don't even want any more.
I'm done with this thing. Yeah, I am definitely learning a thing. All right, joke corner. Let's do this, guys. You got to the internet and get your jokes. You see the format rolling in right now. Put joke really big so I see it. If I don't read your joke, it's not a personal thing. It's the bots. The bots hate you. So you just got to change the word you're using, or it's usually because it's offensive in some way, shape, or form. And the bots are worse PC police than a Karen is. So, just so you're all aware. All right, here we go. David Faith, I think was first. Yeah. How would someone cancel an appointment at a sperm bank?
I don't know.
You don't. You just call them and you say you can't come.
Yup.
Desiree, you can't judge a book by its movie. That's very true.
That is true.
Good advice.
You can't judge a movie by its book really either though.
Yeah, also. Joke. Instructor, welcome to salsa class. Who's ready to learn how to dance? Me, hiding a bag of tortilla chips.
Oh yeah, totally me.
Yeah, I'm so ready
I
to
understood. I knew what was happening.
Why are books afraid of sequels?
I don't know.
Because they always come after them.
There's a sequel after me.
David Faith, never again am I donating blood. When you arrive at the blood bank, they just ask too many questions. Whose blood is that? Where did you get it? Why are you getting in a bucket?
Just take it and be happy.
Yeah, Lord, you need blood. Why are you asking
Don't look
questions?
a gift horse in the mouth.
Jeez. Derek Ward, I once had a fish who could break dance, but only for 20 seconds and only once. Ed Keaton, what is Bigfoot's favorite book?
Where's Waldo?
Yeah, Harry Potter.
Okay.
David Faith, I asked my wife what she wants for her anniversary. She said, a divorce. I said, I wasn't planning on spending that much.
Expensive.
Yes. A priest.
How about a separation? And we'll talk about
separation. A priest, a minister, and a rabbit walk into a blood bank. The rabbit says,
That's a typo.
I think I'm a typo. David Faith, first rule of cleaning while listening to music. The toilet brush is never the microphone.
No. Gross.
Derek Ward, what would two termites order at a restaurant?
I don't know.
Table for two.
A table for two. That's cute.
Elizabeth Banu, why is a math book always unhappy?
Because everybody hates it.
That's the obvious answer. It's because it has so many problems.
Yeah. It needs to go see a psychiatrist.
David Faith, what do you get if you cross a classic book with an alcoholic drink?
I don't know.
Tequila Mockingbird.
Ah.
Yeah. Why was the book so good at using tender?
I don't know.
It had a good opening line.
It was like something about reading people. I don't know.
Derek, why was the book David? I read the joke again twice. Why when I was young, I was very poor. After years of struggle, I am no longer young.
Heard that.
Me, I'm still tired of all the CrossFit this morning. My coworker, it's pronounced croissant. Anyway.
Yep.
Desiree, dystopian novels are such a 1984 thing. David Faith, to whom stole my copy of Microsoft Office, I will find you. You have my word.
You have my word.
Ben, I do things by the book, aka I do things in a way that usually ends up in me getting hit by a hardcover book. Snacks, call your name. Deborah Lerman says snacks and then all caps, call your name. I think I get it. I know it wasn't a technical joke. It was just I caught it because she wrote it real big.
Okay.
David Faith, remember puns on St. Patrick's Day don't just shame you. They seem us all.
Seamus.
Oh yeah, I read Seamus wrong. I was gonna read it that way, but then I was like, maybe I'm reading it wrong. Seamus all.
I'm just guessing. I can't see it.
No, you're completely accurate. What's weirder than seeing a catfish?
Seeing a dogfish?
Watching a goldfish bowl.
Desiree. I think they'd be very good at it.
Read a book. It's a novel idea. David, doctor, your brain fell out after your accident, but we managed to put it back in. Me, thanks for reminding me. Lead of the joke.
Fell out.
The theme is books. David, why do people come back from a baby changing station with the same baby?
It's not a very good swap. You get in there and you're like, nope, I don't like the smell of yours. I know what I'm getting with this one.
Yeah. Devil I know. Devil I know. The older I get, the more I regret all the people I've lost over the years. Maybe being a trail guide wasn't such a great idea after all.
Not very good at my job.
Why did the large bucket think the small bucket was sick?
It was a little pale.
Yeah, it's just a little pale. I'm not wearing glasses anymore. I've seen enough.
I'm not done.
Concur.
Over it.
Done. Charlotte Bronte is such a breath of fresh air.
Okay.
I think I said the word wrong. And then I jumped, so I can't go back.
Nope.
Jane Eyre. Nope, jumped. Changing station. Charlotte, there we go. What do you say to a friend whose thesaurus was stolen?
I don't know.
Nothing. You'll be lost for words. My wife had a terrible headache whenever I cooked with wheat, barley, or rice. She was really suffering from migraines.
From migraines.
Someone told me I'm out of whack. How do I order more whack?
I'm simply, Alexa, buy more whack.
Wait, Ziggy, buy more whack.
I don't know that one.
Fine. Fair. Desiree, I started reading a book about mazes. I got lost in it. Everyone used to own a horse, and the rich had cars. Today, everyone has cars, and only the rich own horses. The stables have turned.
My, how the stables have turned.
I have to. I read a book about Teflon, but it contained no frictional characters.
Okay, I don't know much about Teflon, so
Non-stick pan.
Yes, yes, that's what Teflon is.
Yes,
I was thinking, wasn't it tough? I was thinking it was tough.
Yeah, I was thinking cars at first because my brain just went to Tesla, and then my brain
Tesla and Elon, Teflon.
Same thing. Two monkeys shared an Amazon account. They were prime mates.
I like that one.
Eating too much cake is the sin of gluttony. However, eating too much pie is okay because the sin is pie. The sin of pie is 0. That's a
wah, wah, wah.
Ed Keaton, how should you properly address a hippie's mom?
I don't know.
Call her Mississippi.
Mississippi.
David, her. Can you talk real quick? Him. Not like an auctioneer, but I can talk faster than normal if I try really hard.
I don't know. If I try to talk fast, that's when it gets bad. I can talk fast otherwise.
Yeah. Joke. Desiree, why did the detective go to the library?
I don't know.
He wanted to check out a mystery.
Okay.
Texting your kid is like dating someone who isn't interested in you. Full stop. You need no more words there. Nothing else needs to happen.
Or like dating Justin. So
yeah. Me, I love you. Have a great day. Daughter, Kay.
Okay.
Yes.
How'd you get this number? New phone, who dis?
Oh, that's my favorite thing to do to people when like they're saying things like new phone, who dis? I don't know what you're talking about. Fun fact, if Celine Dion sang just the vowels in her name, it would be the lyrics to Old MacDonald's Farm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, it's on. All right, Zuri, our last one, then we're gonna call it for the day. What's a car's favorite genre?
I don't know.
Autobiographies.
Autobiographies. I was like the
Um,
manual.
Manuals. That's my favorite. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us for Shush Shush. Really love having you here and chatting back and forth. Reminder, no episode tomorrow, but we got lots of TikTok coming out, TikTok content and Instagram reels. God, there's just so many places to put things coming out all the time. So go check out those sites if you want like your daily dose of us doing dumb things. And also, we're reposting some of our old content up on those TikTok machines too. I know you've already seen them, but if you see them and like them, we appreciate it because it is helpful in the whole algorithm game. Anyways, we'll see you guys next week. Keep you posted on what we're gonna do about next week's Shush Shush. I'll make an announcement on Sunday. Let you guys know. All right, guys. Bye.
See you guys. Ciao.